All right, 5 minutes till market open. Happy Friday. All right, so looking at the markets this morning, right now, 1 minute downtrend. We're below, on the 5 minute, we're below the cloud. There was a B trade that had signaled there, so I'm just kind of watching this. We may get, on the 1 minute, if we get a breakdown here, we'll be able to take that short. But 451 may be an area where we kind of bounce on that if it continues to go down. So we'll look. I have it marked down the chart, the 1 minute. But at the open here, we're looking for a breakdown below 464.25 for a short. There was a pre-market short just now that just entered actually, but of course I wasn't here for that. So, and it would be something like this, just to mark it out and show everybody. So we had a sell A signal. A trades are put on at the level that's broken. So here you got the signal. You would set limit order at the level, which on this trade it was 481.75 short. Stop loss would have been the white line at the break of the level. We used the stop loss line at the candle that broke the level. So been 20 points, and we go 1 to 1, 20 points, and that one just hit. Let's see. Got about 2 minutes, minute and a half. Good morning, Vanessa. Learning process. How's it going? Good morning. Just a note for live stream. I do stream the feeds on social, but I only chat with the Discord group. So if you're watching live stream on a social media platform and don't know really what's going on, it may be an answer to a conversation that I'm having in Discord, and you cannot hear the members of the Discord. You can only hear me. So you get one side of the conversation. All right. So the first trade, just speaking ahead, we'll be looking for a breakdown of the 464.25 right there. That's not technically. The next candle is the open. The thing that you have to be careful for about these first candles is, I mean, sometimes you can get a big move right at the market open. So whether or not you want to take this first signal, if it does close down here, well, it didn't give the signal anyway. So we'll see what happens here now that the market's open. But you see what I said about that 451 level, right? Uh, I can go back over that in just a moment, but that was a level off the 5 minute chart. Sometimes those B trades on the 5 minute, if they push down, they'll reverse at the stop loss level for some reason. It just seems like. So I marked that out on the chart, just to have a visual on the 1 minute, and that's pretty much where it went to and pushed up from. So let's see. We'll just wait and see what happens from here. All right, so this sell B trade, remember B trades are, I just went short there. B trades are filled at market once the candle closes. This one may stop us out, but we're just taking the signals as they come. It's about 20 point range right now. I think it probably will stop us out on that one. All right, so the first trade there, and also one thing I wanted to point out also is just make sure when you're taking these trades, I mean, with the way the market's moving now, make sure that you're sizing, small. It's I trade the first 30 minutes of the day, so um, we'll usually get, depending on the action, of course, but usually get a good 3 or 4 trades. Sometimes only 2 in that first 30 minutes, but just need to make sure that you're sizing your trades appropriately for the amount of risk that you're having to take. If we get a switch over on the trend here with this candle, the trade would be long at 482.50, which is the first level that it broke since the switch over in trend. Monster candle there. We swept the 533.75 high. Let's see if we hold that. On this charts here, I'm just marking out the signals. But I'll tell you how I trade it, how I handle that first trade, this B trade here. The if a B trade, doesn't immediately go back in your favor, if it gets to that first stop loss of that candle, a lot of times you'll get a bounce off of that level. So I actually added to the trade there and then got out at break even when it came back down off the level. That's how I personally managed that one. So at this point, we're just waiting for a new level to be established. We got the resistance, which we just hit up here. which is R1 573.25. Let me look and see what our high of yesterday was. $693.75 was yesterday's high. We're up 326 points from yesterday's close. Just waiting to see if we're going to get some sort of pullback here. We reacted off of that high. I mean, we closed above it here on this candle, and then it came back and tested that level, which was the high that it broke above up there. So we got a lot of structure between us and the level that's currently showing on the indicator, so I don't know if we'll get back down to that. It'll update in just a moment, and we'll get a new opportunity if it's going to continue playing up. We just got to wait for the market structure to build here. It only takes a few minutes once it stops going parabolic. You can use, as far as time frame goes, I mean, price is pretty much fractal, so you can use other time frames. I use the 1 minute just because I only trade like the first 30 minutes. I limit my exposure to the market, so that gives me the best opportunity to get a few trades in. But yeah, I mean, it works on every time frame. The stops are going to be wider, so you need to adjust your size for the stops, and it can take longer for a trade to complete. So you're kind of leaving yourself open to news and other things that could come into effect, or headlines. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can use it on the daily chart if you're a swing trader in a personal account, um, and you want to hold trades for a few days to a week or more. Hey, but there is a chat in the voice channel if you want to type. If you want to type in there, it's up in the top right corner. It's a little dialog box. All right, so we got a update on the level here. It's at 650, 600 and a half. We won't be good looking to go long until we get a break above that and a close. And if we do get a close above this, I mean, there's a pretty good chance we might get back up to that high of yesterday. Just going to look at the 5-minute here for a second and see. So you see this on the 5-minute at 9:10. There was a B trade for a buy, and what I was saying is I marked out this level at 451 because if a B trade doesn't initially go in your favor, if it hits the actual stop loss of a B trade, you'll notice a lot of times it'll bounce from there and give you at least a small move back in the other direction. Sometimes what I do is I'll put the stop just a little below this level if it looks like it's starting to go against me, and add there, and get out at break even, like I did on that 1-minute trade. But I had this marked out, and it just swept that barely, and then went from there. All right, so we're getting a push back up here. These pivot points, the resistance and the support lines of this, I mean, you can alternatively, take a trade off of those uh, if everything else is looking good. I mean, if you're trending up, this was a nice little pullback here on the short time frame trend. I wouldn't hate a trade from if we get a close above 573.25. What I would like even more than that, though, is a B trade below 549, long from down here. Right. That's correct. A trades are taken at the level. A B trade, since it's usually above the opposite level. So if you're a downtrend and it closes above the upper level, it's taken at market, and then stop loss is taken put at the above where the candle where you took the trade. I went ahead and threw on one micro right here just because we're starting to trade up above this. I'll probably put another one on if we get up above this 675. I'm going to go ahead and get a position ready just in case it does get up there. Yeah, I mean, at some point today, if there's a, I'll go look at what you're talking about on that real quick. Yeah, so the B trade currently, but if this candle closes below this level, it'll be updated to 675 also. The level is in transition at the moment, but currently it's 508.75. Um, and it may get back down to that level at some point on the 5 minute chart. It can take, if a level skipped, it is a possibility that price action comes back down there at some point, but it could be a while, on the higher time frames. Um, but we never really got the 482.50. Um, we never got a retest of that once we broke above here. So as far as that goes, that one, if we get a reversal, like coming up on close to 10 o'clock, then it's possible we go all the way back down to there too. What I'm hoping right now is that this yesterday's high is going to act as a magnet sort of for where they want to take it. I'll feel better about that if we get another break of this upper level here and close above. Yeah, that's right. There is news at 10. Michigan sentiment. Uh, yep. Thanks for reminding me of that, as a matter of fact, because I don't really know if I want to be in a trade. I'm trying to remember. What's the reaction usually like for that news event? I don't know if it's usually a big a big deal. Okay. Oops. Well, that could be good or bad. I think if it moves in the direction we want it to, that's a good thing. Um, I'm already in one micro from 586.50 because once we got to close above this right here, I just went ahead and do a micro on. So my risk is going to be limited at what the trade is right here. So I'm just going to leave this one on and see if it'll push up to that high of day. I think yesterday's high. Which is 693.50. see. All right, so I got the trade set. It's only looks like 1 micro is about $67 of risk for $214 of reward if it gets up there. So almost a 2-to-1. I turn my magnet off so I can actually get the thing to move here. See where the 1-to-1 is on that also. 634.50. So just to make sure it's clear for everybody, here we had the break. We're uptrending. We had the break. There's the A signal. So the trade is put at the level, which is 593.75. Stop loss is the white line at the level break, which here is about 40.75 points. A 1-to-1 would be there. I think I'm going to try to see if this news will get us up to the high of yesterday, 693.75. But the 1-to-1 is 634.50 is the price target. Last 13 days, the signals or yes, I think it's 13 or 14 days, the signals for the from 9:30 to 10 have all been positive except for 2 news days. So I don't know. If this one loses too, then I may just start my trading out till 10 o'clock on days when there's news, because I was on both of those days. I was able to stay after the news and still end up making money on those days, but uh, the actual signals from 9:30 to 10 on news days were red. So Looks like it's definitely just kind of hanging out here. May stop us out here. There's a B trade. $350. $521. Looks like we're going back down. I have VWAP is at like 531.50 right now. 31.50. It looks like another news day is going to strike here on the 9:30 to 10. Unless something drastic happens here. Yep. I know the market. What was that? Did it get back down to that 5-minute level? Oh, yeah. See, stop on that 5-minute level would have been it's all the way down at 413.75. So if you're trading the 5-minute chart, you'd be in that trade now. 413.75. Now the question is, do we sell off more from here, or do we bounce and continue to work up to yesterday's high? Go back to the 1 minute here. Remove this one. That was before market open. So yeah, man, news days. I don't know. I guess I may just start waiting until 10 o'clock. 14 days. Today's the 15th day, 3 losing days with the signals from 9:30 to 10, and they've all been news days. So yeah, I mean with this, this bottom level is way down here at 426.25. So I would, I wouldn't even be interested in going short until we get down below that. Until then, I'm still feeling a long bias here, but um, I'll remark up these for my drawing later. I won't put this. We'll see what this 5 minute chart or this 5 minute trade looks like here. So it's basically, if we get back up to the highs where we were at up here, that's over a 1-to-1 on that one. If it gets back up, if it does get to yesterday's high, then that's almost 2-to-1 there, right at it. Yeah, if this one right here keeps, if this 5 minute candle can push back up a little here, then that'd be, that might be the trade I sit in for a minute here just to see. We did get above the high of the last candle there. The 1-to-1 there is going to be 94.75, so like 603.50. It's pushing hard here. I'd like to see this 5-minute candle close back above that resistance level there. Whoops. Oh, wow. I was wondering why I was moving so fast. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, not much. Another news day strikes again. 9:30 to 10 on, yeah, 9:30 to 10 with news has been the the days I should have slept in. But we'll see now that it's after 10 o'clock, see what the next signal gives. The trade I have marked out on the screen here now is just a 5 minute. Uh, I'm not in a trade right now, but it was there was a 5 minute level at 509 or 508.75. It came back down on the news and hit there. That that level back up to the resistance would have been a really nice trade too, like 65 points, 64 points. Yeah, that was a 5 minute. It basically, you know how sometimes when it's breaks above a level hard and doesn't come back and touch it initially. I mean, sometimes it'll make its way back down to the level, and that news candle, that news candle came down and hit it, and then it worked its way back up there to that resistance, but it didn't go. It didn't get to the. I mean, that was a big trade, 94 points. So those huge ones. I mean, a lot of times I'll pull money out of those before they go to the full take profit, just because I don't, you know, yeah, when you see it go 65, 68 points and then not go the rest of the way, and now it's looking like it's going to break down. Now we just have to wait. We're just waiting on these levels to update from that news candle. That news candle kind of threw everything out of whack a little. It was the Michigan sentiment, University of Michigan sentiment. So we're getting an update here maybe on the levels. It's still a pretty good week even after the the losing day. Actually, two losing days this week. Both were news though. The what I have to go back and look at the other one. It was, yeah. Look at my highlight reel here so I can remember. That was the 11th. Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think yeah, it does the live ones. It saves under the live tab, but I think I could probably go move them over. I'm I'm a noob at YouTube. So, I just all right. So 462.25 is the lower level here. Oh, excuse me. 225. I would honestly prefer, if we're going to continue breaking down, I'd like a B trade right here to. If we can get a close above 503.75, that'll be a B trade that will show up. Let's see where the 50% of the midpoint of yesterday is. Let's see. It's like 429.75. It's the midpoint of yesterday. Wow, the range is getting really tight here. Our levels are getting close together. Four 472.25 is the lower level. 'Just barely missed us there. Yeah, I'm in too. See what this one does. If this one loses too, then I'm definitely going to just wrap it up for the day. 538.25 will be the stop. Four or 575. No, not 405.75. 406.25. Take profit 1-to-1. I will add one to it here if it gives me a B trade. I'll leave the stop where it's at though for the A trade. So we'll see. My average, where am I entered at? Let's see. So my average price is like around 490. I'd like to see it go ahead and break down below this level here, like that. And keep pushing from there. Yeah, my son's in here streaming his music right now. All I can hear is his, and turning something else on. Just let's see. Hey, all right, come on, keep pushing. Uh, I have VWAP on the top step chart over here, and right now it looks like, well, I have a 30-second top step chart running, but so right now it's at 520.50 on the 30-second. The 1 minute is 515, 513.50. It looks like, but oh, actually, it's set. Well, it depends on. I guess I've got it set up to for showing basically however much of the chart is showing, because if I go back to market open, VWAP's actually down at 413. So um, yeah, so and that's on a 1 minute chart that I'm on now. So it looks like VWAP's at 413, and our take profits are like 406. So if we can get a push down to VWAP, that would be nice. There we go. I wanted to get back down below that level there and close, because it's reacted off of it twice already so far. Let me look at the footprint really quick. Yeah, so there is some imbalances down, yeah, at the bottom of that news candle, basically. There's some, well, yeah, with the premium subscription on TradingView, you can. I don't know. There's also some sell imbalances up here at 518, so we might hit those now. Like 517 area, 516, 516, 517. I really hate sitting in trades this long. Man, oh man, oh man. I actually forgot I'm still got the streams going on the social platforms too.